A very good evening to all. On behalf of NISM, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you all for the today's webinar on how to start investing. Myself, Amit Sayed, working with NISM. Along with me today, we have a renowned speaker from the industry who will be taking a webinar today. We have Ms. Shweta Kama, Director of an NGO named as Spirit to Help Welfare Organization and Director of a company, Corporate Education and Operation. Before we begin, let me allow to give a quick introduction about our speaker. Shweta Kama holds a 20 plus year of training experience in BFSI industry. She is also associated with as a trainer with SEBI, NISM, NSC, BSc, CDSL, NCTX, PFRDA, and various AMCs, various brokerage houses. She has also done equity data analytics from IIM Kashipur, MicroMaster from IIM Bangalore. She is a CFP, done social psychology from Western University. Today, we will be going to discuss what measures should we look after before investing, how to start investing process, and what measures we should look for. We'll be taking a Q&A at the end of the webinar, requesting all the participants to put their questions in the Q&A board only. Our speakers will be happy to answer all your queries. So without taking any further time, I would like to hand over the webinar to our speaker. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Amir. Good evening, all of you. It's a World Investor Week, and every investor should be a knowledgeable investor so that he should make informed decision. I hope Hindi and English work, or it is just English or it is just Hindi. You can answer in the chat box, please. All of you are comfortable with English? Hindi, English. English work? Okay. Look, I'll be going in Hindi, I'll be going in English. If somebody is there who's not able to understand Hindi at all, have patience, I'll speak in English again. और जिसको इंग्लिश नहीं आती है और मैं हिंदी में बोलूंगी, और जब मैं इंग्लिश में बोलूंगी तो पेशेंस रखिएगा कि मैं उसको दोबारा आपको एक्सप्लेन करूंगी. Yes, will be. I don't know Marathi, dear. I'll definitely learn Marathi. That's of sure. But I'll speak in Hindi and I'll speak in English. Let's start the session. Please. A journey of 1,000 miles begin with a simple single step. As I always say that I'll speak in Hindi and English both. Have patience. मैं दोनों में बात करूंगी, ठीक है? So that works. मीलों लंबा सफर पहले कदम से शुरू होता है. When we talk about the alphabet is A, B, C, D. B for birth, D for death, and C for cash. From the birth to the journey till death, we need money. And we need money management. Very first thing you require is your earning skill. The video is not visible. I'll reshare it. Fine. So the very first thing, all of you, maybe some of you are student, some of you are business people, some of you are doing job, that is your earning skill. आप लोग पढ़कर एक अर्निंग स्किल एक्वायर करते हैं. हाउ टू मैनेज द मनी इज मनी मैनेजमेंट स्किल. And why it is important to invest during this journey, there are milestones which we have to achieve. तो इस जर्नी, इस सफर के दौरान, इस रास्ते के दौरान, जैसे मैं मैरिड हूं अभी और मेरी बेटी है, तो मेरे माइलस्टोन्स हैं that I need money for her graduation, for her post graduation, for her marriage, for my retirement. Fine. You need to check Rashi or at your own end. Fine. So all these milestones require money. And money is economical and we spend it emotionally. And when we spend money, we get an experience. The day my daughter will hold her bachelor's degree, her master's degree, and I'll be clapping in the crowd, that's the experience which I'll be gaining. And we hold a good relationship with money. So how to start that step? How to be a good money manager? And when you're a good money manager, you can be a good investment person also. Fine. Request. Fine. So let's start this journey. How to start investing? Money grows on the tree of persistence. Yes. एंड प्लीज एक मुहावरा आप सबने सुना होगा, बूंद बूंद से घड़ा भरता है. कंपाउंडिंग की बूंद से घड़ा जरा जल्दी भर जाता है. सो विल बी टॉकिंग अबाउट डेफिनेटली द मैजिक ऑफ कंपाउंडिंग. एंड कीप योर कॉपी एंड पेन रेडी. आई वांट ऑल ऑफ यू टू राइट, बिकॉज यहाँ कुछ नहीं रहता है. यहाँ पे सिर्फ शोर रहता है दिमाग में. यहाँ कुछ नहीं रहता. यहाँ रहता है in the mobile, Insta, Facebook, YouTube, X, Y, Z. Keep your copy and pen ready, like I'm holding my diary and pen, write it down. And it's very important to improve your relationship with money, because when you know what you are and where you are standing with money, you will have a better relationship with money. जब आपको ये पता होगा कि आपके पास कितना है, कैसे है, ओके, कितना है, कैसे है, then it will be more useful for you. Fine. So that is very important. Yes, I'll be answering everything. The very first thing, let's say I want to go to Mumbai. I'm currently in Delhi and I want to go to Amir and I want to go by road. I'll check Google Map. I'll do my car servicing and I'll hire a driver. I'll take a tow away service if on highway my car break down. I'll get my stepney check and I'll check the route, the best route from Mumbai, Delhi to Mumbai. Fine. So very first thing, at Delhi, I'm checking that whether my car is ready to drive that long or not. Second, I'm checking, I'm capable of driving that long, so I have a backup as a driver. Third, if the car breaks down, I have a tow services. If there's a puncture in the car, I have a stepney. A journey of might be 10 to 12 hours. I don't know how much time it take by road to travel from Delhi to Mumbai, but approx, even if I'll say 15 hours, I'm preparing so much. So when you start working until the time you are alive, at every point of time, you need money. At every point of time, you need money. So very first thing, you go ahead and you write it down, your current financial situation. So very first thing, all of you will make your cash flows. Those who are student, they might be getting salary मिलते वो sorry pocket money मिलती होगी, तो वो आपका cash flow है. Fine. Those who are doing job, आपका जो income है वो आपका cash flow है. And please remember one more thing, all the young kids or the middle-aged people, try to visualize to have passive income in your life. बच्चा passive income का मतलब होता है where you are not working, you have invested somewhere and now the money is working for you, whether it can be in the form of dividend which comes from shares or mutual funds, whether it is in the form of rent which comes from the property. Fine. So just don't earn money, just don't invest also. Invest in such a manner that you're creating a passive income. So why I'm assessing my current financial situation? I'm assessing my current financial situation to know where I'm standing, मैं कहाँ खड़ा हूँ. Fine. So इतना आता है, इतना जाता है, and all the expenses. This is net surplus I have in my hand. And I have a request. You can follow certain rules which you can imbibe in your life, maybe gradually. The rule says 1, 2, 5, 2. So it is 10% is your for retirement. So whatsoever you earn, 10% of the money you should invest for your retirement, 20% for your other financial goal. Then 50% is for your need and 20% is for your want. Though it's not a rigid stuff, but try to follow it. And lot many of you will feel, अरे मैम इतना तो बचता ही नहीं है. So in that very case, no, try it out. Maybe you can start with 2%, 3%. Again, Milo lamba safar, 1,000 miles route will be covered with a single, starting with a single step. So वो करना बहुत जरूरी है. So it is 10, 20, 50, 20. Try to follow it. Maybe you're not able to save 30% right now. You can start with 10%. You can start with 5%, but start. Write down your goals. Yes, what are the goals we'll be talking about? So the very first thing, you'll be assessing your current financial situation. You'll be making your personal balance sheet. तुम्हारा asset कितना है, liability कितना है. Sachin, when I said 1, 2, 5, 2, so it is 10 हो गया ना. 10% is for retirement, 20% is for your other financial goal, 30, 50 is for your need, 80, 20 is for your want, 100, 100% हो गया. आप 10% extra तो कहाँ से आएगा ना? So fine. So that is the way. Please return to previous slide. Yes, I'll return to previous slide. So very first thing, you make a cash flow, then you make a balance sheet. Balance sheet, अब मैं अपना balance sheet लिखूंगी तो मेरे assets होंगे my mutual funds, my property, my other asset classes, my gold, not in the form of jewelry also, it is an asset, though we don't tell people to invest in jewelry, but okay, I've inherited from my previous generation. So I'm writing all my assets. I have a home loan. If I'm having a home loan, that will be in my liability. So when you assess your current situation, you can take the screenshot. You'll be able to know your net worth. So let's say किसी का एसेट है 2 करोड़ का, उस पे लोन है 30 लाख का, तो उस व्यक्ति का नेटवर्थ 1.7 CR है. A person have a net worth asset of Shubham, I'll repeat again. Just wait, let me finish this. Assets है 2 crore, liabilities है 30 lakh. Then the net worth of the person is 1 crore 70 lakh rupees. Fine. So now those who are working into the middle age, they know this what I am standing here. And to the young kids, maybe they don't have the assets like right now, more of the liabilities, but they are able to see that what all loan I am holding. मेरे पास कितना लोन है, कितना इंटरेस्ट मैं किस पे पे कर रहा हूँ या पे कर रही हूँ. That is important. I'll again repeat the rule of investing and then we'll start further. That is 10% for your, and I request all of you can take the screenshot. Retirement, 20% for your other financial goals. Then 50% is for your needs, roti kapda makan. 20% is for your want, iPhone wala want. If you can manage it in 20%, this is the 10, 20, 50, 20 rule. I request all of you to take the screenshot. Fine. And those who are not receiving the video, please go ahead and check your connection. I'm deleting this again. Now, once you're aware of where you're standing, now, अभी मुझे पता तो चल गया मेरा गाड़ी ठीक ठाक है, अब जाना किधर है वो जरूरी है ना. तो अब हमें जाना किधर है उसके लिए we'll be writing the goals. Goal isn't more money. The goal is living life on your term. So normally the young kid says, अरे यार कल किसने देखा है, हो जाएगा. नहीं. When you invest systematically in a goal-based stuff, you feel happy. Psychologically, you feel pride that I'm able to achieve it. More important than how we achieve financial freedom is why. Find your reason. So when we talk about financial freedom, we need financial freedom. You should have the reason that what all financial freedom you require. Financial freedom is available to those who learn about it and work for it. Fine. So saying a fancy term, I want to be financially free, and understanding the concept of financial freedom is a two different ball game. Now we know that this much I have a surplus, this what asset and liability I hold. So now we will do the destination mapping. Look, there are two maps over here. One is this, one is this. Here I have 4 or 5 locations. I'll be not able to go anywhere because I'll be confused. मैं जाऊं किधर, इधर जाऊं, उधर जाऊं, किधर जाऊं. Whereas now on this, I know I have to start from here, I have to end here. So destination is complete now. And look how systematic we are with our clothes. You don't wear your night suit in college or in your gym. For every occasion, you have a separate set of clothes or a type of clothes. Similarly, for every financial goal, you need to have your separate financial goal and asset class. Your goal need to be smart. You need to write down your goal, specific. I want to retire. Currently, I'm 44. I want to retire at 65 or 60. Maybe at 55. Let's say I want to retire at 55. Now, trust me, retirement doesn't mean you stop working. Retirement means when I owe my time. I'm 10 years away from retirement. I need 2 crore rupees. Current financial situation can afford that. My earning can afford that. That need to be there. And then I have a time foundation, and then I'm expecting this money to grow further, and I'll be utilizing this money while I'm in my retirement phase. So your financial goal need to be smart. They need to be specific. हाँ बच्चा, निखिल पॉकेट मनी पे भी बात कर रहे हैं. मैं दोबारा से स्क्रीन शेयर कर लेती हूँ. Stop. We'll talk about goals: specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, time bound. We'll be doing every calculation. Need not to worry on that. Just give me a second. I'll reshare the screen so that you can, those who are not able to see the screen, they're able to see it again because of some technical glitch. Even with the pocket money, the rule remains the same. आपके पास पॉकेट मनी आती है, आपके पास सैलरी आती है, आपके पास बिजनेस इनकम आती है, रूल रिमेन्स द सेम. Obviously with pocket money you can't take out 30%, but you should target 20% and 80% for your need and want. 80% for your need and want. And when you write down your goals, you need to calculate it with the inflation, and you need to bifurcate the goals in 3 baskets: short term, medium term, long term. If I need money within 1 year, it's short term. जो पैसा मुझे 1 से 5 साल में, let's say I want to buy a car after 3 years, so it's medium term. I want money for my daughter's education, post graduation. She's currently 8 year away from that, 6 years away from that. So it is onto the edge of medium and long term. Fine. My retirement is long term. So any goal which is above 5 year is long term. Any goal which is in the mid of 1 or 5 year is medium term. I'm saying that through. And anything which you require within 1 year is short term. So when I say short term, it is 1 year. When I say medium, it is 1 to 5 year. Any money which you require more after 5 year is your long term. Write it down. Fine. Now, how to calculate your goal value? Please write down this formula. We'll be calculating the future value. So there's a guy named Mukesh. मुकेश को अपनी बेटी की एजुकेशन के लिए 7 साल के बाद पैसा चाहिए. 7 साल के बाद पैसा चाहिए. Current cost of education is 8 lakh and the inflation, education inflation is 8%. So obviously Mukesh will not save to invest for 8 lakh. He first need to calculate the inflated value of education. आज की कीमत 8 लाख है, आने वाले समय में 8 लाख नहीं होगी. स्क्रीनशॉट ले लीजिए प्लीज आप लोग. तो मैं इस 8 लाख की इन्फ्लेटेड वैल्यू निकालूंगी. सो द फॉर्मूला इज फ्यूचर वैल्यू is equal to present value into 1 plus I. And when you write interest in the formula, you write it in points raised to the power number of years. So Mukesh need to invest to achieve 14.8 lakh rupees for his daughter's education. For his daughter's education. Fine. So you need to calculate this formula, write it down, take a screenshot. I'll not share the screen again. Screenshot लीजिए आप इसका. Inflation. So when I talk about inflation, if we'll say the broader sense, inflation ground government data is 6%. But if I'll say on the broader, education inflation is growing at the rate of approx 8%. So do with the medical inflation, we take it in this percentage. But if you talk as a whole, when we do the formula calculation, lump sum, we take it 7% to 6%. And obviously it need to be reviewed every year. So currently I'm planning from Mukesh today. After 1 year, me and Mukesh will sit again to review the plan, review the investment again, because even his micro and macro level condition changes. I hope all of you have taken the screenshot. Now Mukesh को invest करना है to achieve 14.8 lakh rupees, not 8 lakh rupees. Fine. So it's very important that all of you should calculate your inflated value of financial goal. So let's say there is Amir who's sitting over here. Amir is want to retire at the age of 50 and he's currently 30. So he need to calculate the inflated value which he requires at that point of time. Even buying a car, buying a home, going for a trip, you need to know the future value in the context of inflation. Fine. Now the question is, Mukesh need this money after 7 years. How he will achieve? One thing is, वो इकट्ठा डाल सकता है, he'll invest lump sum. Another thing is, he can invest per month. So I'll show you on Excel. I'll show you on Excel. Now I'm showing you on Excel that how much money is required to be invested by Mukesh. I have taken 3 interest rates because when it comes to products like mutual funds, the returns are not fixed. I'm not here to teach you Excel. I'll be calculating. Listen to me very carefully. Fine, it's not an Excel class, but I'm showing you the calculation live to make you understand. So if Mukesh lump sum invest today and is able to earn an interest rate of 8%, how much he should keep aside? So interest rate at 8%. He is 7 years away from his financial goal. In future, he need this. So if he invests 8,63,064,000 rupees today, then he'll be able to get 14,80,000 after 7 years. Fine. But if the interest rate is 10%, then he'll be investing 7.5 lakh. And if the interest rate is 12%, he'll be investing 6 lakh rupees. सवाल ये था कि मुकेश को 14,80,000 रुपए इकट्ठे करने हैं, उसे आज एक साथ ही पैसे रख देने हैं. So if the interest rate is 8%, 10% or 12%, how much he should invest lump sum today now? Fine. So Kshitij, we are not considering inflation in Excel. Inflation was considered while calculating the future value of the gold. Fine. We are not considering now inflation. We are considering how much he should invest now. And this is rate of return. Now, Mukesh says, I don't have money to invest lump sum. I want to invest in installments. मुझे installment बता दो कि भाई installment में कितना रहेगा. तो installment में कितना रहेगा as he is going ahead with per month. So it is 7 into 12. Future value में हमने डाली ये value. ठीक है जी. So and begin. If he is investing in beginning, so every month on first, he should invest 13,120 rupees. Begin means you are investing on the first of every month. That is 13.12. कौशिक प्लीज ध्यान से सुनिए. मुकेश को 14,80,000 रुपए चाहिए. और मैंने 3 सिनेरियो लिए हैं. इंटरेस्ट रेट अगर 8% है, 10% है या 12% है. एक्सेल के थ्रू मैंने फॉर्मूला से प्रेजेंट वैल्यू निकाली. आज अगर मुकेश 8.6 लाख रुपीज इन्वेस्ट करता है और उसको हर साल 8% का ब्याज उसमें जोड़ रहा है, he'll be able to achieve his goal. If the interest rate he is earning is 10%, then he have to invest 7.59. If the interest rate is 12%, then he have to invest 6.69. अब अगला सिनारियो ये है that he is saying that Shweta ma'am, I don't have money to invest in lump sum. I want to invest, but I want to invest with the aspect of that I want to go ahead in installments. I want to go ahead with installment. And now you tell me that how much I should invest every month in the beginning. So if he invest on 1st of January, 1st of every month, he'll be investing 13,120, and he'll be if he's investing in the month end, there will be a slight increase in the amount. Yes, sir, compounding aspect किया जाता है. I'm considering the compounding aspect only. And let's say the interest rate is 10% now. अगर 10% interest rate है, तो वो कितना invest करेगा? So in that very case, 7 into 12, future value is this. And if he's investing in beginning, he'll be investing 12,141 rupees. 12,141 rupees. Ma'am, जो begin और end का अंतर होता है, if I'm investing something in 1st January, I'll get a full month interest also. Compounding start happening. And if I'm investing on 31st January or 31st of the month, तो पूरे महीने का compounding गया. So if you invest in the beginning, you reap the benefit of compounding in the beginning. That's why the begin amount is less and the end amount is high. And let's say the interest rate is now 12%. I'm doing step by step again and again so that those who wants to understand the calculation, they can. I'm really sorry, I can't teach you the formula aspect right now. Yes, I'm teaching you the concept and I'm writing down, I'm doing the Excel calculation very easy, slowly. So if the interest rate is 12%, is able to earn, the amount per month he need to invest is 11,219. 11,219. Fine. PMT is installment. Rate is per month. Yes, rate I've taken is per month. Fine. So now, Mukesh met me 5 years back. Mukesh met me 5 years back. That means he was 12 years away from his achieving this financial goal. How much he would have invested at that point of time? मुकेश मुझसे आज से 5 साल पहले मिले और 5 साल पहले मिलने के कारण उनके पास 12 साल थे टू अचीव दिस फाइनेंशियल गोल. सो नाउ हाउ मच ही विल इन्वेस्ट टू अचीव दिस फाइनेंशियल गोल? एंड अगेन आई एम जस्ट टेकिंग द बिगिनिंग. सो डियर, दिस इज द अमाउंट. I'll bold this. This is 10% and this is 10%. बच्चा, this is cost of delay. जितना लेट शुरू करोगे, प्रीति, just listen to me first. The mind of R is like a rabbit hopping on one another. You should tame your mind and listen to me. And I'll be answering everything. Fine? Okay. Now going ahead, that very first thing. Now all of you understand the cost of delay. If Mukesh started 5 years back and the interest rate was 10% and he was investing in the beginning, he would have invested 5,300 rupees. But Mukesh delayed it for 5 years and the interest rate is again now 10%. Then he is investing 12,000. फाइनेंशियल गोल वही है 14,80,000 का, मगर 5 साल पहले शुरू करने पर पैसे कम देने पड़ते और 5 साल बाद में डबल से ज्यादा देने पड़ेंगे. ये है कॉस्ट ऑफ डिले. सो जो बच्चे यहाँ पे बैठे हैं जिन्होंने मुझे कहा था कि मैम पॉकेट मनी भी बताएं, तो बच्चा, इवन यू कैन इन्वेस्ट योर मनी, pocket money, even 100 rupee also, to reap the benefit of compounding. To reap the benefit of compounding, don't have this mindset, अरे 100 रुपए से क्या होगा, 100 रुपए से भी बहुत कुछ होगा. If you consistently keep on investing for a longer period of time. This is the amount for end. Somebody said, please calculate the amount for end. I've calculated the amount for end also. So just give me a second. So this is cost of delay, and the lesson comes from here is start investing whenever you have a surplus. Even if the surplus is 100 rupee, that makes a remarkable difference. ठीक है बच्चा, when we do the in formula, one thing is minus and one thing is plus. That how the formula is fed in the Excel. So that's the reason it is coming in minus. If I'll put future value in plus, this will come minus, then this will come in plus. So don't get confused with the sign. just focus on the amount and see the cost of delay. So start there right now. And I'll show you one example. Let's say some kid is sitting over here. He's 18 of age. He's investing 500 rupees every month. Interest rate I'm taking 12%. And I'm taking 60 minus 18. He invests for 42 years consistently. And he invests every month 1,000 from his pocket money in the beginning. So he shelled out 5,04,000 rupees. He stayed invested. At the age of 60, if the return is 12% basis, he'll be able to accumulate 1.5 CR in his corpus. Fine. So it's very important to understand the magic of compounding. Fine. And it is very important to understand the magic of consistency. The magic of consistency. ध्रुव, म्यूचुअल फंड में भी कंपाउंडिंग होती है because the SIP you have bought on 1st January, obviously the unit price increase or decrease. So the constant compounding happens. In the longer run, we calculate the return on CAGR basis, that is compounded annual growth rate. Fine. And there are various asset classes. So very first thing, you'll be writing down your financial goal. You'll be writing down the inflated values of your financial goal. And now I'll be talking about the asset classes. So these are the various asset classes, though crypto is not considered as an asset class in my category, but on many countries, crypto is a legal currency. So might people invest. That's why I haven't removed it from here. But in India, crypto is not a legalized currency, which is guaranteed by government that will do the settlement. Nothing like that. We can invest in stocks, bonds, real estates, collectibles, antiques, mutual funds, alternative investment funds, bonds, FDs, post office schemes, portfolio management services. Dhruv, I agree on that. But when we calculate, so there's a question on Dhruv that there is no compounding. So Dhruv, the value of money keeps on increasing. So in that very case, when we do the calculation from the SIP perspective, we considered compounding in that manner. Fine? Chale. So we'll be not talking about various asset classes, but we'll be talking about how to start investing and how to be systematic. PMS requires 50 lakh rupees. Surendra Singh ji, AIF require 1 crore, but mutual fund require 100 rupee. Okay, now how to start investing? When you make a house, घर बनाते हैं ना, तो घर की नींव बड़ी मजबूत बनाते हैं कि भूकंप के झटके भी झेल जाएगी. The नींव बहुत मजबूत होनी चाहिए. So the नींव or the foundation of our financial goal is emergency fund. Those who the kids who are unmarried, who are yet start up with the career, so they can have their 6-month money in their pocket in the form of FD or liquid mutual fund as a backup. इतना बैकअप आपके पास होना चाहिए. जो यहाँ पे मैरिड है, आपके योर हाउस होल्ड एक्सपेंस, घर का 10 महीने का खर्चा, बच्चों की 12 महीने की फीस, घर का 12 महीने का EMI या घर का 12 महीने का रेंट, और आपका हेल्थ एंड टर्म इंश्योरेंस का प्रीमियम. अगर आप इसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे, दिस अमाउंट विल कम समवेयर अराउंड 5 to 12 lakh rupees, which will be there as an emergency fund. As per SEBI guideline, portfolio management services require minimum 50 lakh rupees. Fine. Now, going ahead, let's focus on first good luck, emergency fund. So all the kids who are unmarried, who are still starting up with their career or they are into study, अपना pocket money का 6 month का एक backup. Okay. And when I talk about the people who are doing the job, अपना salary का 6 month. We'll be not talking about tax, and antiques are old antique monuments which can be invested. So antiques are old gates also. पुराने दरवाजे, मीनाकारी के दरवाजे हो गए, वो भी आपके एंटीक्स में आते हैं, जो पुराने हमारे आर्टिफैक्ट्स है जो ये ब्रिटिशर्स ले गए. Second thing, we do the risk management. So first thing, you should have emergency fund. Where will park this emergency fund? You'll be parking this emergency fund in FD, and you'll be parking this emergency fund in liquid mutual funds. Liquid mutual funds invest in the fund which have the bonds which have a 91 days maturity. Fine. So when it comes to emergency fund, the backup is required. Then all of you should have the risk management. You should have appropriate health cover, and you should have appropriate term insurance. When it comes to term insurance, let's say Surendraji is earning 10 lakh rupees a year, he should be covered for 1 crore. If I'm earning, let's say 20 lakh rupees a year, I should be covered for 2 crore. FD is fixed deposit. FD is fixed deposit and liquid mutual funds. You can invest in that. Fine. And then the third good luck. So second part is this. The third aspect is retirement. You must invest for your retirement. This is the highly ignored goal among the masses, and this is the highly ignored goal among the women, because women never visualize themselves getting retired, or even getting retired, they never think of getting retired financially independent. Reason being, we come from the patriarchal hierarchies. तो मेरी दादी, मेरी माँ, मेरी नानी ने कभी रिटायरमेंट प्लान ही नहीं किया था, बट हाँ मुझे करना पड़ेगा. फाइन. Sen Gupta ji, health insurance and life insurance, and when I say life, it is term insurance. Both is important. Health will cover the risk of person falling ill, so that if a person is hospitalized, they don't have a big hole in their pocket. And term insurance cover the risk that if a person died too early, the dependents are able to get the financial amount from that term insurance, and from that term insurance, they don't suffer financially. Fine, they don't suffer financially. So that is the reason both are important. When it comes to health insurance, the amount depend upon your family size, but in metro cities, it should be at least a cover of 20 to 25 lakh rupees. And when it comes to term insurance, whatsoever you are earning, 10 times of that. Now, your retirement self-tax. So how much whatsoever your Sen Gupta ji, even if you are unmarried, and if you still throughout your life you don't want to get married and you don't have any dependent, then don't take term insurance. Fine. And when it comes to term insurance, there is term insurance with a limited premium plan that I pay for 5 years and the life is covered till 80, 85 or whole life. So there are various variety, but it is always advisable आप insurance जो product है वो किसी agent के माध्यम से ले, because when it comes to claim, these agent plays a very important role during the settlement. Fine. Going ahead with retirement, you should visualize. So when I visualize my retirement, I see myself having passive incomes. Passive income in the form of rent also, in the form of dividend also, in the form of NPS, pension also. NPS is National Pension Scheme. So I'm visualizing to have a pension from there, and I'm visualizing to have a systematic withdrawal from my mutual funds. That's how I visualize my retirement with the passive income. Please remember, कोई भी asset class बुरा नहीं होता. आपकी जरूरत का है या नहीं है, that matters. Health term insurance, आदर्श मैंने आपको बताया, that term insurance whatsoever you earn उसका 10 times. Health insurance is precisely, अगर आप मेट्रो सिटी में रहते हैं, 20-25 लाख रुपए का तो चाहिए ही चाहिए. Fine. So when it comes to retirement, visualize your retirement in the form of that I need my money from pension. So I'll be getting pension from National Pension Scheme. I'll be getting money from systematic withdrawal from mutual funds. I'll be having some rental income. I'll be getting some dividend from mutual funds and shares. तो एक visualization लीजिए, calculate कीजिए that what you require in your retirement. So I'll just do one calculation for all of you, then we'll proceed further. And I'll take my calculation that my age is currently, let's say we'll take a 40 of age guy, 44, and he wants to retire at the age of 60. Fine. Now his current expense is, let's say, 15 lakh rupees, 12 lakh rupees a year, per year. Inflation 7%. So expense at 60. अब वो अपना स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग नहीं बढ़ा रहा है, मगर उसका एक्सपेंस क्या होगा 60 में? Annual expense. So I'll be taking rate as 7%. I'll be taking NPR as 20. I'll be taking present value as minus 12 lakh rupees. So by the time, let's say, I retire, or anybody who's 40 of age here retire, his household expense will be 46 lakh rupees. And he or she needed this money for next 20 years. Fine. He needed this money for how long? Till the time he's alive. Till the time he is alive. Fine. So now what, let's say he survived till 80. So what money or what corpus he needed or she needed at 60 to have a comfortable retirement? So I'll click on FX, I'll click on present value, and the rate I'll consider inflation adjusted, because inflation will be eating away in my money during the retirement also. And after retirement, lot many expenses reduces, बच्चे independent हो जाते हैं, ठीक है, और बच्चे independent हो जाते हैं, तो मैंने 40 लाख ही लिया. I require, or anybody who's sitting over here requires 7 CR, 7 crore. Now again we'll go ahead with the SIP calculation. ठीक है, वो SIP calculation करेंगे, फिर हम निकालेंगे कि begin and end में क्या होता है. So for all this, my personal suggestion to all of you is, very first thing, obviously you're attending this session to learn, but while doing the planning, have a financial coach in your life, have a financial advisor in your life, because all of you have a predefined mindset towards money and investment, which is influenced by your environment, by your upbringing, and by your peer. As a third person, when I enter as a financial coach, I'll give you a better vision. I'll make you understand the risk. I'll make you understand your hidden personality of finance. And with the help of that coach, you'll be able to have a disciplined investment. So very first thing, again, we'll start from the start. You'll be making the cash flow, what surplus you have. You'll be making the balance sheet, where exactly you're standing, and let's say some of you are working, तो आपने जो assets हैं आपके पास, वो एक एक गोल को असाइन करना है अपने को, कि let's say ये वाला घर मेरे पास एक्स्ट्रा है, तो ये वाला घर मेरा रेंटल इनकम में आएगा, या इस वाले घर से मुझे मेरे बच्चे को की शादी करनी है, या कोई भी आप गोल असाइन करते हैं, in that very case. And then you start assessing your financial need. So the first gulak is emergency fund. Second is you need to cover your health and life insurance. So Khushi, when I say expense at 60, bacha, currently I am 40, I am 44, somebody is 40, उसके घर का खर्चा is 12 लाख रुपए, and inflation की वजह से पैसे बढ़ ही रहे हैं. Because of inflation, उसके घर का खर्चा by the time he retire, because of the effect of inflation, 46 लाख रुपीस हर साल का हो जाएगा. बूढ़े होने पर inflation ये नहीं कहती मैं तुझे नहीं खाऊंगी, inflation तो वहीं खड़ी रहती है. Considering inflation during the retirement, he required 7 crore rupees to retire peacefully. अब ये 7 crore में से obviously the money can come from lot many sources, not just from mutual fund. It can be a part of PMS, it can be a part from rental income, it can be a part from dividend income. But lump sum, if I want to retire, I need 7 crore rupees with my peace. Rest, retirement is a very big term. Khushi have a different definition of retirement. Shweta have a different definition of retirement. Amir have a very different definition of retirement. Fine. So, bacha, what retirement means to you? For me, retirement means that I don't work for money anymore. I work for my happiness, and my money, which I've invested, work for me and is able to fulfill all my needs, all my wants. Even in retirement, I'll be talking on later. Let me finish this. And then you'll be calculating the inflated value for your other financial goal. Children's education, buying a house, buying a car, going for a vacation. Everything you need money. Okay. Now, what do you do when you are near to your goal? Rebalancing the asset allocation. So, bacha, let's say, I'll repeat, just give me a second. I think this is not working. Battery is gone. Just give me a second, I think. Yeah, okay, done. So rebalancing. Why rebalancing is required? As I'm near to my financial goal, I don't want to take much of the risk. I've accumulated. Now I want to shift my accumulated amount to a less riskier asset class. That's what the rebalancing is required. So when my daughter, she's Shania, so Shania is currently in 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. By the time she'll be in 10th, the money which I've accumulated for her post-graduation, I'll be shifting from a equity mutual funds to the less of the risk of the mutual funds, like debt mutual funds or hybrid, so that during that point of time, if there's a correction in the financial markets, my portfolio doesn't get affected and I'm able to achieve my financial goal. So write a thumb rule, or I can say a rule, that whenever you are 3 years away from your financial goal or 2 years away from the financial goal, depending upon your risk appetite, we start shifting our higher riskier asset allocation to a lower riskier asset allocation to have stability, that यार इतना तो मेरे पास मेरी retirement वो मेरे financial goal पे होगा. Fine. That is important. So if you see, the management of money is an ongoing process. You require a guidance. You require a sarathi. No, you can't reduce inflation. Inflation is part and parcel. Fine. And when it comes to calculating the ideal retirement age, the young kid who's sitting is 18 of age, he wants to retire at 80. I want to retire at 60, 65. So it's completely your call when you want to retire. It is defined by your mindset, it defined by your financial condition. So rebalancing of your asset allocation is very much required when you are achieving the financial goal, when you're nearing to financial goal. And when it comes to retirement, we call it as a bucket strategy. When it comes to retirement, we call it as a bucket strategy. Look, now Amir retired and Amir have 7 crore rupees. वो पिक्चरों में दिखाते हैं ना, वो नोटों को बिछा के सो रहा होता है, वो पिक्चरों में ही दिखाते हैं. ठीक है, ऐसा हम नहीं करते हैं. वी वर्शिप money as Lakshmi. Now Amir don't eat that 7 crore in a go. Fine. Now I'll bifurcate the Amir retirement in 3 baskets. Basket A, basket B, basket C. Basket A have money for next 5 years. So from Amir turning to 60 to 65, वो पैसा वहां से आएगा. So it will be FD, senior citizen scheme, liquid mutual funds, वहां से आएगा. नेक्स्ट 5 ईयर के बाद व्हेन आमिर टर्न 65, वो जो पैसा है 5 साल के बाद जो चाहिए हमको अगले 5 साल के लिए, वहां हाइब्रिड इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स आ जाएंगे जो इक्विटी और डेट का कॉम्बिनेशन है. और आमिर को जो पैसा 70 की एज में चाहिए, वो पैसा मैं इक्विटी में मल्टी एसेट एलोकेशन में मैं डाल दूंगी, जहां पे इक्विटी का एक्सपोजर रहेगा. Fine. So this is the bucket strategy which is required. So we keep 3 buckets. So Amir का example लेते हैं. Amir is 60 now. First bucket will be fixed income instruments, liquid mutual funds, not high risk volatile asset class. Second thing will be going ahead with the hybrid instrument from 65 to 70. और जो पैसा 70 के बाद चाहिए, So in that very case, it will be equity. So I'll write it down. Somebody have requested me to write it down. I'll write it down. Just give me. So we call it as bucket strategy. Right? First bucket is for next 5 years. Second bucket. So we are considering the retirement ages. So 60 till the 60, next 5 years till the age of 60, 65. Till the age of 65. Then next 5 years. That is from 65 to 70. And the third bucket is after 70. Fine. So the first bucket will keep fixed income instruments, will keep senior citizen savings scheme, will keep liquid debt mutual funds. Second bucket will have hybrid. Third bucket, we can have aggressive hybrid mutual funds. We can have multi-asset allocation funds. Please don't get lured by Ponzi schemes. Ponzi schemes का कोई सिर पैर नहीं होता, उनकी कोई गारंटी नहीं होती. Don't get into committee system. Don't lend the money to anyone into the market. कोई गारंटी नहीं है वापस आएगा. It's better to have invested money in the regularized market. Please write down this bucket strategy. We'll move it further. हम आगे लिखते हैं, आगे चलते हैं. सॉरी. Kshitij, when it comes to financials, the gyan remains the same only. It is the way to represent it. Simple sa logic hai. Fine. So bucket strategy remains the same. And I'll delete this now. Dhara, for your short-term goals, you can have FD and you can have post office, but not the longer term. And others, when it comes to hybrid schemes, there are different types of hybrid schemes. The time is less. That's why I'm not touching the products. You can have bifurcation, Swarna, in NPS, the 10% for retirement in all or two SIP and NPS. Because when it comes to real estate is a big amount bet. And Khushi, when it comes to the third bucket, it is 75. So again, I'll take an example of Amir. Amir have 7 crore, and let's say he said, Shweta ma'am, next 5 years, 2 crore is enough. So that 2 crore will be parked in FD, post office schemes, and all those stuff. Then next 5 years ke baad, he said another 3 crore I require. Then 3 and 2, sorry, another 2 is required. So 4. After 70, I should have 4 crore rupees. Fine. And Sakshi, you want to gain up the knowledge. There is SEBI Sarthi app. You can read it. There are ET Wealth newspaper which comes on Monday to Monday. There are good professional programs also. सुरेंद्र जी, कोई भी एसेट क्लास बुरा नहीं होता. एक उम्र के बाद किरायों के घरों में नहीं रहा जाता. आप एक लाइक आज मैं 44 की हूं, मैं भी किराए के घर पे नहीं रहना चाहती. आई वांट टू हैव माय ओन प्लेस, पीस ऑफ माइंड. फाइन. सो एवरीबडी शुड हैव हाउस. अब किस एज में खरीदना है वो आपके ऊपर है. फाइन. मे बी एक टाइम शायद ऐसा आए कि you have money but you're able to eat, but you don't have money to pay the rent. Then what you will do? Rashi, the app is SEBI Sarthi app. SEBI Sarthi app. And please remember, I always say that not even a single asset class is bad. Every asset class is good. और सर पे अपनी छत होनी चाहिए बच्चा. Every person who's sitting in this forum, I'm saying that छत होनी चाहिए. Reason, if by God forbid, the things which we are planning investing, and we have certain sort of emergency which hooked, and the money which we have accumulated is gone, but there is a छत है हमारे सर पे, तो मैं अपना घर किराए का झंझट नहीं है, मैं बैठ के रख, और घर आपको बांधता है, आपको शांति देता है. दिस इज माय व्यू. somebody can might disagree on that, but I need a home, I need a house, and I want to live in that. I don't want to pick up my boria bistara every time and shift to one to other, because even the rents are increasing. You have to understand the rent is also increasing. When it comes to liquid mutual funds, they have insta redemption facility. You give the redemption request today, you'll get the 50,000 or 90% of your value there and then, and rest of the amount next. And it's SEBI Sarthi app is for the common investor only. And there is a website which is NCFE. NCFE. NCFE is again an initiative for financial education. They are running a free course which you can do and go ahead with. Fine, आप इसमें से कर सकते हैं. चलिए, next. A big part of financial freedom is having your heart and mind free from the worry about what if of the life. देखो, पैसा सब कुछ नहीं है, पैसा बहुत कुछ भी है, और किसी और की फाइनेंशियल जर्नी को मैं कॉपी पेस्ट नहीं कर सकती हूँ. मेरे पास भी बहुत से फेलियर्स रहे हैं, आज भी हैं. एक सेटिस्फेक्शन आपकी खुद की होती है, एंड हाउ मच इज एनफ फॉर यू इज योर कॉल. इफ आई कंपेयर माई लाइफ विद मिस्टर मुकेश अंबानी, भाई फिर तो मेरे पास बहुत कम है. हाँ, सो प्लीज डोंट कंपेयर योर लाइफ. एवरीबडी हैव डिफरेंट फाइनेंशियल पैरामीटर्स टू अचीव. You can't compare because that person have a different struggle. Fine. So it's very important to understand your own financial life, your own financial thing. At the end, this is vitamin M. विटामिन एम की डेफिशिएंसी से सभी विटामिन की डेफिशिएंसी हो जाती है. तो इस विटामिन एम को जरा प्यार से संभालिए. यू नीड टू बी स्मार्टर विद योर मनी. यू डोंट नीड मोर मनी टू मेक इट मोर. यू नीड सम मनी. You need consistency of investing, and you need the magic of compounding to make it big. धीरे धीरे रे मना, धीरे सब कुछ होए. माली सींचे 100 घड़ा, ऋतु आए फल होए. And at the end, my famous quote: don't be a money miser, be a money wiser. With this, I end my session. I'm Shweta Kama. You can connect me over to the social media portals. Love to be in touch with all of you. And meanwhile, now the house is open for all the questions and answers. Over to you, Amir. So
Yes, ma'am. There's
one
yeah.
systematic withdrawal plan. So, Mr. Gowda, the way I'm investing in mutual funds every month, and let's say Amir have accumulated 7 crore, and obviously he don't need 7 crore in a go. He tell the mutual fund guy, redeem 1 lakh rupee every year, every month. That is systematic withdrawal. What is the redemption duration in liquid mutual fund? Kshitij, that I've answered that liquid mutual fund have an insta redemption facility, and rest of the money get to the next time. So, questions, just see if I have any other question. Yes, I'm there on the social media portal. You have to write down my name correctly, Prashant. Any other question, Amir, which I have missed? I think I've answered everything.
Yes, ma'am. I'm just looking for those questions. I think we have covered all the things. I'll just check that chat also.
You can tag me, Priyanka, no issues. My age is 23. I've invested in FD. Which other platform? Arey Tejas, you are a young kid. Why you are investing in FD? You can have a backup of FD as an emergency fund. And you should invest in equity mutual fund. Take the guidance. Bacha, such an asset, there is no good financial planning tool. You must sit with some good financial planner. What's the difference between close-ended and open-ended fund? Others, when it comes to mutual funds, open-ended scheme, you can buy and sell. You can buy and redeem with the mutual fund company at any given point of time. But close-ended funds, you can, during the NFO, when a mutual fund launches scheme, that is known as NFO. You buy from them, and the redemption happen after the close-ended tenure is finished. To provide the liquidity, close-ended funds are listed onto the exchange. And Girish Parekh sir, if you're a retired person, the very first thing, the same logic for you, have your cash flows, have your balance sheet, and bifurcate your money in 3 baskets. Girish ji, what you require in next 5 years, keep a separate basket. Another 5 years, keep a separate basket. And then this thing. Ma'am, is SWPS, it is good for your retired person, but please consult a financial advisor. I'll not recommend, Preeti, any mutual fund. You need to go to a mutual fund advisor. Go to MFI website, check in your city which is the good financial advisor. Raj, you can invest in mutual fund, but your KYC will be not done. Your parents' PAN card will be applied. And I'll be happy that you start investing. Obviously, your parents will be the guardian for you. And moment you turn 18, you'll have your PAN card. And in that very case, your KYC will be done. And then you can start investing directly. Okay, Rohit is saying that my annual income is 2 lakh. Rohit, I am assuming that with 2 lakh rupees, you're able to save 10% of that is 20,000. And when I bifurcate 20,000 rupees with 12 dividers, it comes to 1,600 rupees. Fine. If you invest, and obviously आपकी तनख्वाह सेम तो नहीं रहेगी, वक्त के साथ बढ़ेगी, but still with that 1,600 rupees, what you will get is approximately 1.12 CR if the market returns are there. And obviously, if you'll keep on increasing, you'll be able to achieve the goal, Rohit. It's not difficult. मैंने क्या कहा था, थोड़े थोड़े अमाउंट से बहुत फर्क पड़ता है, फाइन, और कंपाउंडिंग की वजह से और बड़ा फर्क पड़ता है, और जैसे जैसे आप इंक्रीज करते बढ़ते हो, अमाउंट भी तो बढ़ेगा. If SIP is giving this return, एक सेकेंड, म्यूचुअल फंड पॉलिसी, if SIP is giving 38 return, बच्चा सिप म्यूचुअल फंड में ही लगती है, सिप एक अलग प्रोडक्ट नहीं है. म्यूचुअल फंड में जब हम हर महीने पैसे लगाते, जिसमें भी लगाते हैं, जिस म्यूचुअल फंड में, उसे हम सिप कहते हैं. फाइन. एंड नॉर्मली म्यूचुअल फंड्स में ELSS, रिटायरमेंट फंड, एंड चिल्ड्रन फंड में 5 साल, ELSS में 3 साल का, रिटायरमेंट और चिल्ड्रन फंड में लॉक इन पीरियड होता है. अदरवाइज म्यूचुअल फंड्स में लॉक इन नहीं होते हैं. Ujjwal, you're 17, start investing at least 1,000 rupees, 500 rupees from your pocket money. Dinesh Rajdi, I'm not a right person to talk about digital gold. Unless and until it is not something which is regularized, I'll not prefer to go into digital gold. Instead of that, you should buy ETF, gold ETF, exchange traded one. Fine. नहीं, जमीर साहब, मैं ऐसे मिड कैप स्मॉल कैप पे रिकमेंडेशन देने वाली नहीं हूँ. अच्छी बात है. बकेट अगेन, बकेट स्ट्रैटेजीज बच्चा. When I retire, I don't require the whole money in a go. So I'll bifurcate my money in 3 buckets. First bucket is for next 5 years. The next bucket is when I'll be 66, 65 to 70. Then the third bucket will be 70 plus. The money which I require after 10 years of my retirement, I'll prefer to get into the combination of equity and debt. As a student, which fund is better? No, Tejas, bacha, I have a foundation. I can't speak on the product. Fine. विवेक, मेरे पास म्यूचुअल फंड भी है और मेरे पास NPS भी है. So I am visualizing to have a systematic withdrawal plan from the mutual fund and having my pension from National Pension Scheme. So I'm having both. NCFE एक वेबसाइट है जहां पे आपको, आप NCFE इंडिया टाइप करेंगे तो वहां आपको कोर्सेज दिख जाएंगे. Any other question, Amir, which I have missed?
No, ma'am. This last question, Arjun Kumar says, what are the criteria to choose best mutual fund investment? What we look for?
तो म्यूचुअल फंड सिलेक्ट करने के लिए पहले तो आपको कौन सा म्यूचुअल फंड सिलेक्ट करना है, वेदर लुकिंग फॉर इक्विटी, डेट और हाइब्रिड. What is your risk appetite? And let's say your risk appetite is equity, then again you'll further bifurcate whether you'll invest in large, mid or small cap. Let's say bifurcate with the small cap. फिर आप फंड मैनेजर देखेंगे, एक्सपेंस रेशियो देखेंगे, उसके रिस्क रेशियोज देखेंगे, और फिर एनालाइज करेंगे, टर्नओवर रेशियोज देखेंगे, and then we'll analyze whether this mutual fund is good or not. और कोई क्वेश्चन और कोई क्वेरी?
No, ma'am. We have done that.
Thank you, Amir, for calling me.
Yeah, yes, I officially close the session now because we are running behind the time.
Yes, fine.
So, yes. So, thank you to all the participants for joining us today. We are enlightening session by Shweta Kama, how to start investing. Special thanks to ma'am for giving your time and simplifying such a complex topic and providing actionable insight for the beginners. means to start with zero to make it to retirement planning तक का सफर. And your guidance has enlightened us of our foundation to start our investment journey confidently, so that we can be ready enough at this age. So plan our retirement accordingly. Not but not the least, our participants. Thank you so much for your valuable times and your engagement and thoughtful questions that keeps a tremendous value to these sessions. We hope you are now better equipped to inform investment decision. Thank you and happy and start investing. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.